Guys, come on in. Hello, hello. Just getting my ingredients together. Happy Saturday. Hey, good morning, Amethyst. How's it going? All right, you guys. I just wanted to hop on. I've got a little bit of time before I start my day, and I'm making breakfast, so I just thought I would show you guys what I'm doing. I'm gonna make the leftovers. If anybody was with me last night, I had breakfast for dinner and I still have this pancake batter, the blueberry pancake batter. So I'm gonna make them on the stove just so I can show you guys. And if you also remember last night, I made dessert. I don't know where all of my chocolate crackers went. But anyway, let me introduce myself for anybody who's new here. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, and here on my YouTube channel, I'm teaching you how I'm on a weight loss journey. I've lost at least 70 pounds so far, with at least 30 more to go. I've completely changed the way that I eat by getting tested for food sensitivities. So I have a list of foods that I can have and a list of foods that I avoid. So I'm just going to make breakfast and talk you guys through that. I think I'm going to make some turkey bacon. I know it's not the real bacon that we all know and love, but you can enjoy kind of the bacon experience. I was in a call earlier today and someone mentioned beef bacon. So I'm going to look for that. I've never had beef bacon. I can have turkey, I can have chicken, I can have beef. I love, regular bacon, but I can't have pork right now. I'm trying to get this weight off. I have a goal for the month of March to lose 10 pounds. We're halfway through March and I'm down 5 pounds, so I'm tracking and I want to stay on track. All right, so I'm going to cook my turkey bacon in the air fryer. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing. So I just have some aluminum foil. My air fryer has some shells, shells, I don't know. So this one's got a little dip in it, and I'm just gonna line it with foil. You would really wanna do this if you're using regular bacon, but anything that has the potential to drip, I just like foil for easy cleanup. Hope everybody's doing well today. I've got some plans later today. I'm excited. I'm going to the ballet. I love the art. All right, so I have my drip tray covered in foil, and then I'm going to put another tray over top. I just thought of something. And I have, this is regular butterball turkey bacon. I know, it's what I can have. So how many slices of bacon do you all eat? 2, 3? I'll put 3 on here. All right, so I've got the bacon on top. Now, turkey bacon, you want to get it, as crispy as you can. And for me, it's a lot more palatable if you do some fresh cracked black pepper. So I'm going to wash my hands and then get my pepper grinder. All right. So I'm going to go over my turkey bacon with the black pepper, and you want to kind of be generous. Even if you don't like spicy, it's not about spicy. You know, turkey bacon is turkey bacon. So you want to give it a little bit of a kick, a little bit more, you know, flavor, and being kind of generous. I'll show you guys what I'm doing. Being kind of generous with the pepper on it before you cook it helps. If you can have full flavor bacon, please have some, and have some for me. You know, like I've always told you guys, it's not about the stuff that you eat from time to time. It's about the stuff that you eat all of the time. All right, hey cook. All right, so I'm gonna put my turkey bacon in the air fryer. You can see that I've just ground some fresh cracked pepper on it. And the air fryer, it has a fan inside, and one of the things that I've experienced is that with ingredients that are kind of lightweight, like when you guys just see me do my tortillas or my sopapillas, they can fly all over the place. So one of the hacks that I've learned is my air fryer has different shelves. I'm going to put the other tray very close to top of it, so when the turkey starts flapping, hopefully it'll keep it in place. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in. So I'm going to put it on the French fry setting, which is like 400. It doesn't take long. Turkey bacon, look, what is it? Like already cooked deli meat shaped into bacon. But we just want to kind of get that crisp texture, and hopefully the pepper and the structure will help. All right, so I'm going to put the turkey bacon away, and I'm going to have the remaining pancakes that I made yesterday, and I'm going to do them on the skillet. Right, I've shared with you guys that I use Ziploc bags a lot for storage in the kitchen, especially ingredients like bacon that, you know, it's got some liquid in there. Before I put them in the fridge, just make sure your stuff is sealed. Hey, good morning, Andrea. Just make sure your stuff is sealed. It keeps your fridge a little bit cleaner and keeps your food from going stale, drying out, or spoiling. Alright, so if you guys were with me yesterday, I made I'm calling them famous. Really, they're my favorite blueberry pancakes, but we used the blueberry goat's cheese that had the blueberries already inside, and this is the batter that's left over. So I'm going to cook these on the stove so you guys can see. I'm going to get my little skillet out. So last night when I made them for you guys, I made them using the griddle, but I'm going to use the skillet. You already know about my dairy sensitivity, so I'm going to put a little bit of goat's butter. Let me get a knife. So these will be a little bit bigger, but they can still cook up nicely in the skillet. So I'm just cutting the goat's butter. If you're not familiar with it, it's butter made from goat's milk. It cooks like butter, it tastes like butter, and it's been a great substitute for me. So I just have a little pat that I'm putting in the skillet, and then I'm going to go turn on the stove. Hey Jess, come on in. So I told you guys about these pancakes because they're pretty much pure protein. The ingredients are goat's cheese and eggs, and I may have another log I can show you. They'll kind of sizzle around the edge, but these are going to be blue because the blueberries are inside. I'm going to take the little blade out. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the dishwasher, but you guys can see when you blend the fruit inside, it'll change the color of your pancakes. And clean up because I plan to use all of this batter today. Alright, let me wash my hands. Y'all already know about my air fryer. I know it sounds like it's taken off, but that's what I got. Alright, just because this batter has the blueberries inside, I'm just going to stir it up a little bit. If it were just the egg and cream cheese, we wouldn't have to do that. I did it again. I keep getting stuff stuck in the dishwasher. Again, I'm not a chef, I'm just a home cooker. And this is not a show where everything's perfect because I almost lost my dress. All right, so we've melted the butter in our pan. I'm just gonna move it around so it really coats nicely. You wanna get to it while it's nice and foamy and bubbly like this. You don't want it to burn or brown. That'll give us the nice brown color, especially the crispy edges on our pancakes. So we've got our batter here. So I'm just gonna stir a little bit because it's got the blueberries inside. You guys can see it's kind of nice and chunky. All right, let me see if I have an extra log. Hopefully everybody's had breakfast. I had a few Saturday meetings I needed to do, but I wanted to go ahead and have a nice breakfast. This will keep me, full. I'll be stepping out, so I'll take my protein shake with me. Maybe I'll make that while we're cooking. I will also be on later tonight, maybe in the 5 o'clock time frame. I want to do a chicken quesadilla for dinner. So if that sounds yummy, you guys can look out for that. I'm not doing too well wearing kitchen appropriate clothes. You see what's happening? I gotta do better about that. So I'll show you guys what we have in the pan. You see it sizzling around the edges, but it's still kind of wet. I want it to set. All right, we'll talk a little bit about plating. I have two types of dinner plates, black and white. When it comes to plating and presentation, you really want your food to be the star of the show. So one of the things that I learned, for these pancakes, because they're dark and I'm doing a turkey bacon, I am going to use the white plate so that the contrast will really make the food pop. If this is of interest to you, that's fine. If not, it's totally fine. All right, I'm gonna flip my pancake in a second. But sometimes I see people have plates that you love with like plants and other designs on them. Sometimes the food gets lost in the imagery when you use those kind of plates. Yes. Andre wants to know about our pancakes. I know I have an extra in there, Andrea, but yes, these are my pancakes, hey Jess, that are gluten-free, sugar-free, dairy-free. It's a 2-ingredient recipe. It calls for eggs and cream cheese, but because I can't have cow dairy, I substitute goat cheese. And so yesterday I had a goat cheese log that had blueberries already rolled into the log, so that's why when I blended them, it looks like this. All right, so you guys can see now my blueberry pancake is set. It's not jiggling. So I'm gonna go around the edges, take a peek underneath. Ooh, it's nice and brown. And the butter's gonna make it brown more. So I'm gonna flip it and show you guys what we have. Gotta be careful because they are more delicate like crepes. And this spatula, this one with the cornered edges does better for me to get around it more delicately. And I'm gonna flip. So you guys can see here, we've got a little crease in the middle, but it's a nice dark purple pancake. I know it looks weird, but it's blueberries blended in. So we're gonna let it cook on both sides. If you had done them with regular cream cheese or goat's cheese, you can do that and then just sprinkle the blueberries in. That has more of that yellow pancake color. But I had some blueberry goat's cheese, so that's what I used. All right, looks like our turkey bacon is done. You guys see how we were able to keep it flat? It's still sizzling and it's nice and crispy. I'm gonna put it back and let it cool, but our turkey bacon is done. Okay, so that pancake is just about done. I'm going to use this white plate. My square one is still dirty from last night. I haven't run the load yet. I'll do it when it's full. But I'm going to go ahead and put our first pancake here and then show you guys how I layer them. I'm going to go ahead and do pancake number 2. I'm putting a little bit of goat's butter into the pan, and subsequent pancakes will cook more quickly. Probably saw I had a little hunk of goat's cheese that didn't blend. When I blend it, I try to feel to make sure all of the goat's cheese has completely blended through. Washing my hands. One way to avoid the lumps is to let your goat's cheese or cream cheese, if you can have it, sit out a little bit and soften so that it mixes better. I just took mine out of the fridge and put it in there with the eggs. So the question, Andrea, the recipe, the batter, 1-to-1 ratio, 1 egg for every 1 ounce of goat's cheese or cream cheese. I had a 6-ounce log of goat's cheese, so I blended 6 eggs with that. That's it. I did add a little caramel flavor. That's completely optional. I cooked half yesterday, so for breakfast or brunch today, I'm cooking the remaining. All right, so now we need to dress our pancake. The key for my pancake experience is to put the butter and the syrup on each layer while they're warm. So I have a pat of goat's butter. I have my first blueberry pancake here. So I put the pat of butter on here. It's going to melt. You guys have heard me talk about condiments and beverages. So I'm using this brand of syrup. This is Walden Farms. It is sugar-free, calorie-free, gluten-free, everything free. This is the blueberry flavor, and I do like it. So I'm gonna pour, and our first layer is done. I'm gonna put it in the microwave, not to cook, just for storage. All right, we get our second microwave there. I think I'll make some coffee with breakfast this morning, so I'll show you guys what I'm doing. You've seen it before, but hey, if I'm cooking, I'll bring you guys in with me. Hey, the beautiful, thank you so much for coming in. I'm so glad to have new people here and share this journey with you all. Just getting some water from my Keurig because again, it's empty. All right, so in case anybody's just joining, I'm making brunch or breakfast. I'm making blueberry pancakes with the blueberries blended inside the batter, turkey bacon, and I'm gonna have some coffee. All right, I'm gonna show you guys how I make my coffee in case anybody's new here. I'm gonna check that pancake and see if I can get it turned over. Hey, Jess. All right, so you can see again our blueberry pancake is set. It's not jiggling. I'm gonna go around slowly and flip. So I got a little bit of a broken edge there, but that's layer number 2. We'll let the bottom cook. And I'll do one more. I'll try to get the one on the top as beautifully presentable as possible. Okay, so for coffee, I'm just using regular Folgers. I do have a Keurig. You can drink coffee. Well, I can drink coffee and tea. But I always start with my alkaline drops. For anybody new here on my weight loss journey, there you go. On my weight loss journey, I am seeing a metabolic specialist who tested me for food sensitivities, which was some hair samples and a swab on the inside of my cheek. So I have a list of foods that I can have and foods that I have to avoid. One of the things that also came up on my test results is that I needed to drink more alkaline water because when I drank water, it was just going straight through me. It wasn't staying to hydrate me. You can buy alkaline water. To me, it's expensive, or you can make your own. I've gotten these drops off of Amazon. You guys have seen them. And before I put my mug in the Keurig, I just put a few drops and it turns regular water, hot, cold, whatever, into alkaline water. Let me check this pancake. And we'll do the last one. So this is what we have for the first one. You can see the butter and the syrup is melting. I'm going to put number 2 on top. All right, so we have our 2 stack. Again, if you don't like the color, if it looks kind of weird to you, just make your batter plain, eggs and cream cheese, and then sprinkle the blueberries in so you have the little dots of blue. I'm gonna wipe this out and do the last pancake. So a little butter in the pan. Again, I'm sensitive to cow dairy, so the butter that I use is made from goat's milk, Delamere goat's butter. You can get that at Whole Foods. It's been a godsend for me because it gives me the butter experience without, cow dairy that causes me, hey Charlie, that causes me inflammation and joint pain. All right, so I made this batter yesterday, but I didn't use all of it. Absolutely, this is flavored goat's cheese. This is the blueberry goat's cheese. I've used cranberry cinnamon. If you can have dairy, try the cream cheeses that have different flavors, or you can do it plain. All right, so now let me make sure I'm not stuck in the dishwasher. I'm gonna wash my hands and top the second pancake. All right. So the key to the great pancake experience is butter and syrup on every layer. So I have another pat of goat's butter, and I've put that on my pancake. And then again, my syrup, calorie-free, sugar-free, gluten-free blueberry syrup. So I'm putting that on. You can use regular. I'm just going for the full blueberry experience. Walden Farms is a great brand for condiments. so let's get this coffee made. So you saw I put the alkaline drops on there. The brand is Alkazone. You can get that on Amazon. That little container is about $14 and it lasts a long time. And then I can't have half and half or regular creamer, so I'm using unsweetened almond milk. There are a lot of good options for almond creamer, coconut creamer. Not all of them taste great. Almond milk, I'll be honest, it's not as rich and milky, but it gives me kind of the coffee experience I want. I like it light and sweet, so I'm pretty generous with the almond milk. And then for sweetener, I shared with you guys the skinny syrups. They have so many different 0 sugar, 0 calorie flavored syrups. This one is left over from fall pumpkin caramel scone, but they have vanilla, they have chocolate. I know that was a lot of pumps, but I like my coffee light and sweet. So I like to put it in my cup and then I brew my coffee into it. So for anybody new here, you're going to hear me talk about beverages and condiments. Even if you're not ready to give up your foods yet, you can avoid a lot of extra sugar and maybe get some of the weight off without trying by changing some of your beverages and condiments, because I want to age gracefully. All right, so we've got our last pancake. You can see it's kind of sizzling on the edges. It may still be a little wet, or let's see if I can turn it. No, I want it to set a little bit more, and that'll be our last pancake. All right, so coffee is done. I'm going to take a sip. I might need to stir it. Ooh, not bad. Probably a little bit more almond milk, but I got it filled to the top. I'm just going to stir. All right, let me go turn our last pancake now. I know it's weird. I have a little hunk of goat's cheese in there, but goat's cheese has been a great substitute for me. The whole Maggie, the substitute teacher, like I say, is about substituting the foods that I used to love with foods that love me back. So when I cook for the boys and I give them all the full flavor stuff, I dream up ways that I can enjoy the same. So the brown that you see here is from the butter. You can cook your pancakes in oil, but I like that butter. We're going to let the bottom side set and then we'll be done. I think I'll put my turkey bacon on a separate plate. So again, I made 3 strips of turkey bacon, and all I did is I put them in the air fryer with some cracked black pepper so that they have, it's not the full bacon experience, but I try. So you guys can see here they've cooled off, but you can see that, by crisping them in the air fryer, you get, a better texture. That's what works for me. Bacon is bacon. If you can have it, have some, and have it for me. I've got a goal and I want to stay on track. So we've got our turkey bacon done. You could put, if you like candied bacon, you could do some brown sugar or brown sugar substitute and then have a little bit of sweet heat. All right, I think my last pancake is done. All right, so you see our 3 stack of blueberry pancakes. I know, they're weird looking, but trust me, they taste really yummy. All right, so again, the key to the pancake experience, you've got to put the butter and syrup on each layer. So I put some butter on it, and you want to do it while it's warm. And then the last little bit of syrup. and I'll cut into it so you guys can see. I still have that chunk of goat's cheese, but that's fine. And because these are gluten-free, no flour, sugar-free, dairy-free. Oh, I was going to top it with some fresh blueberries. So I'm going to go ahead and use the rest of what I have. All right, I'm just going to wash these off. Moving fast because I have a nail appointment. She's on her way. So I want to try and inhale my food. All right. So I'll show you guys what we have. Just drying off my blueberries. I'm going to sprinkle these all over the plate and the pancakes. So the fruits that I have are the low sugar fruits. You can see what I have so far. And then the last thing for whipped cream, again, I can't have dairy, but you can get whipped cream made from coconut milk and from almond milk. So I'm putting the coconut whipped cream on the top. So this is my breakfast. We've got the turkey bacon with cracked black pepper. I'm going to cut into the blueberry pancakes, and of course, my coffee with almond cream and alkaline drops. So let me get a fork. First, I'll take a picture. Thank you all so much. I hear a door closing. So again, I will be back on later today. I'm going to do chicken quesadillas for dinner, maybe in the 5 o'clock time frame, so keep an eye out for that. Let you guys see. Can you see? You've got the pancake experience with the butter and the whipped cream and the syrup. Y'all, it is so good. If you look on the inside there, if you can see, you get the texture of the pancake. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, 2 ingredients. Any type of cream cheese or goat's cheese and eggs, 1-to-1 ratio. No flour, no sugar, no dairy. So you've got the warm pancakes and you've got the cold blueberries that came out of the fridge. So good. Let's try the bacon. Cooking it in the air fryer, be generous. Sorry for speaking. Be generous with the black pepper. That really helps turkey bacon hold its structure in the air fryer and give it more flavor. Because let's face it, it's turkey bacon, but it's very good. Y'all, this is my go-to meal. I'm telling you, they're amazing. All right, so I'm going to let you guys go because I think my nail lady is here, but I just wanted to make a quick breakfast. I eat every day, so I give you guys a post every day. Tonight for dinner, I'm going to do chicken quesadillas with all my substitutes, and I'll walk you guys through it. And for anybody who was on yesterday, when I made the dinner, these are my cracker toffee desserts. You can see them. So good. All right. Sorry, guys. Bye, Instagram.